Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Lyric from Lovely Lyric Games, and today I am going to be introducing you to the Smith family who live in Willow Creek. So this family, we have 2 adults, a child, a toddler, an infant, and a pet dog. A little bit of history for this family. They are the first family I made ever for the save. They probably have a little more lore than most families. Well, some families might literally just exist and I'll be like, yeah, this is this, and I just randomly came up with this concept, and there's no real story. They, however, do have a story. So, our mom here is named Karen, and they're Karen Smith. They are the Smith family, right? I made Karen based off the meme stereotype of Karen. We're talking bad plastic surgery, the haircut, bleached blonde hair, terrible boob job, liposuction, super skinny almond mom vibe, right? This is the vibe for Karen. So, Karen and Francis are married. They met in high school. She was a cheerleader, he was a football player. They ended up staying together, got married, had 3 kids, etc. Now, I actually did something really interesting with Karen. So in Create Sim, you can have this play with genetics mode, right? And so I ended up having Karen look totally different. Like how I think she would have looked before the plastic surgery. And then had her play with genetics with Francis, who looks about the same. He doesn't have any work done. Then made the 3 kids. Afterwards is when I finished editing Karen. I wish I would have filmed it for you guys, because it would have been such a cool like speed run or like cast video. But I changed pretty much most things about her face. But before we leave Create Sim, I will age up. Excuse me. I will age up Gwendolyn. Sorry. And show you kind of, because she looks a lot like what Karen did before plastic surgery when she is aged up. So you'll be able to kind of see what she used to look like versus what she does now. So zooming in, you notice her nose is very like the ski slope shape. She has definitely lip fillers, a chin implant. She's had buccal fat removal, the cheek implants, no wrinkles, of course. And she always has makeup on. She's not a natural blonde. You notice none of the kids are blonde. And she has one of those boob jobs that, like, they sit and they're, like, angled towards the sky, like, way too perky, way too high, way too aggressive. I felt like that was fitting, and she is super, super thin. I did this on purpose, and also made the boobs, like, disproportionately big for her frame. Because that is kind of the vibe. Very, like, luxurious. Always has the French tip. Massive rock. The biggest rock I put in the game. She would not take anything less. So Karen's personality. And then I'll show you all her outfits. And then we'll move on to the rest of the family. I'm going to put my face away so you can see this better. So Karen, her main personality traits are nosy, self-absorbed, and high maintenance. She is a seeker of secrets and has a dastardly as a bonus trait. Her preferences. So for activities, she likes acting, cooking, piano, and wellness. And she just likes video gaming, DJ mixing, and bowling. For activities. For colors, she likes gray, pink, and brown, and dislikes red and yellow. She enjoys listening to complaints, compliments, gossips, and small talk. She dislikes pranks, potty humor, and silly behavior. For decor, she prefers contemporary, mid-century, and suburban contemporary, and dislikes vintage or shabby decor. Fashion, she prefers basic, polished, and preppy fashion, and dislikes rocker and streetwear fashion. For sim characteristics, she enjoys cerebral sims, emotional decision makers, hardworking sims, optimistic sims, and romance enthusiasts. And she dislikes rascals, homebody sims, egotistical sims, and ambitionless sims. For her taste in music, she likes backyard music, classical music, and pop music, and then she dislikes metal and hip-hop. For attraction, She is attracted to academic, career-minded, health and sports, highly skilled, taken, and wealthy Sims, and dislikes slackers, self-employed, media and technology, and arts and crafts related Sims. For characteristics, she likes ambitious, cerebral, clean, family-motivated, and hardworking Sims, and dislikes pessimistic, egotistical, artsy, ambitionless Sims. For romance style, she dislikes affection, but she likes woohoo and gift-giving. She likes black and brown hair and blonde, but she dislikes dark blue and green hair. For outfits, she likes black, gray, and brown clothes, but dislikes pink and yellow. And for fashion choices, she likes basics, outdoorsies, preppy, and polished, and dislikes rocker, streetwear, and costumes. And she will have some bonus lifestyle traits, which we'll get in when we go out of cast, but I'm going to bring my face back for the outfits. So for her first outfit, I was thinking she wants to, think she's trendy, but she also wants to be a little classy. So she's got, cute, fancy wedged heel. This neckline, I think she thinks is really super fancy. And this necklace, sorry, helps add to her wealth. And all adults will have 4 everyday outfits. So this is one of her other everyday outfits. We have this one, which I thought was a little more I don't know, dressing up a little bit. You're going to a nice lunch with a friend or something. I don't know, guys. I'm not good at fashion. And this one, I was like, oh, this could kind of be her winter everyday outfit. So for formal, because she's a Karen, her first outfit is basically a wedding dress, and it's white, because every wedding she goes to, she is wearing a sparkly, glitzy wedding dress, because she needs to be the star. No one else. All of her outfits, I think, I actually made white for this reason, so no matter what wedding she goes to, she is in white, because I'm a terrible person. But we have to have some villains in this, area. Come on. She's, the HOA president. She's, hell on earth, okay? So, athletics. This is her. I was like, yeah, she totally has matching, Lululemon tennis skirts or whatever. I don't know. That, because she has to show off her toned abs. She paid for those. And then this is, her cozy, but I think, in my head, this is, Lululemon designer, expensive designer sneakers, super designer hoodie. I don't know. It's, a Gucci hoodie or something. She has this long robe for sleepwear. This little short set. She just says a more casual option. And number 4, I always like to give my Sims team up a little fun option. So this is her fun option. When it comes to a party, she also wears white. So she has this longer option. Oh no, I didn't make her always wear white. I apologize. She does have a white option though. This, which actually, I love this jumpsuit. I think this is one of the pieces I really love in this game. This dress, I felt like it was very classic, very businesswoman. And I don't know, there's something about, lace dresses and old Karens. Lace just, not all lace, but, those sorts of lace dresses scream old person. Of course, I gave her the freaking mosquito swimsuit. And also this, because I'm like, oh, this is something a Kardashian would wear, and she's totally copying. Her hot weather, you saw this outfit at the start because I did load into them in the save, and apparently it's hot out. And she also has this little dress, which is honestly a little casual for her, but I think it's fine. For cold weather, she has this super pink fuzzy outfit with the Uggs, of course, and then she also kind of wears this brown outfit. She wants to still be, young and hip, and she's in denial. She is an adult. And she has the feminine walk style. Her dynamics, she is married to Francis. They are distant and unpredictable. Her daughter, Gwendolyn, she has a difficult relationship. Theodore, her eldest son, she's supportive, and she's also supportive of George, her youngest son. And my headcanon is Bandit's her dog. We'll get there, though. Good old Francis. Put some clothes on, man. There we go. So, Francis is her wife, and I am her wife. Oh my god. Is Karen's husband. Karen is his wife. And I will kind of put my face away so you can see his personality. So this is Francis. His main traits are active, snob, and ambitious, and his aspiration is mansion baron. He has a business savvy bonus trait. For his likes and dislikes for activity, he likes fishing, fitness, programming, and skiing, and he dislikes mischief, cooking, and bowling. For colors, he likes brown, gray, and white, and dislikes red and orange. Conversation topics, he likes deep thoughts, disgusting hobbies, jokes, and small talk, but dislikes stories, potty humor, and deception. For decor, he likes contemporary, mission, and suburban contemporary, and dislikes shabby and boho. For fashion, he likes basics, polished, and preppy, and dislikes hipster and rocker fashion. Sims characteristics, he likes egotistical Sims, cerebral Sims, family-motivated Sims, funny Sims, and hardworking Sims, but dislikes homebody Sims, argumentative Sims, and ambitionless Sims. And also artsy Sims. I knew I forgot one. For music, he likes classical, easy listening, and focused music, and he dislikes strange tunes and tween pop. For attraction, for way of life, he is attracted to career-minded, culinary, health and sports, interpersonal, and wealthy Sims, and he dislikes Taken, Slacker, media and technology, broke, and engineering. For characteristics, he likes cerebral, clean, family-motivated, emotional decision-makers, egotistical, and funny Sims, and he dislikes spirited, messy, artsy, ambitionless, and argumentative. Romance styles, he has no dislikes, and he likes woohoo and physical intimacy. Hair color, he likes blonde, black, and auburn, and dislikes gray and red. Outfit color, he likes pink, white, and brown, and dislikes blue and orange. And for fashion, he likes basics, preppy, polished, and costumes, and he dislikes hipster, rocker, and streetwear. So for Francis, I was kind of trying to channel, what the older, business casual, business professional men that I know wear, which I don't know a lot of those. And I think he was very leaning into, the classy, brown, old money, academia sort of look. So this is his first everyday outfit. This is the second, a little more laid back. It's the summer outfit. This is his, super chill outfit. That's what he wears out, I don't know what rich men do when they're casual. I want to say golfing, but I know they have, specific golf outfits, and I don't know enough about it. And this is, his, when it's chilly out. He has a little, grandpa sweater. I really like Francis. I feel Karen is easy to hate, but Francis, there's something about him that's, he has kind eyes. He's under Karen's spell. I want to rescue him, guys. And Francis needs rescuing. Send help. So this is his first formal outfit. I think he kind of eats that. Francis, I'm usually not bearded, like a lady with beards. But Francis? Ooh. Oh yeah, this outfit with the silly little bow tie, which I feel like he and Karen would fight, because Karen would be like, take that fucking bow tie off. And he'd be like, but I love it. My mom gave it to me. And she'd be like, fuck your mother. I don't care that she's dead. I hate Karen. If you can't tell, I made Karen. I brought her to life. But, Karen makes me freaking, oh my god. I hate her. She is everything I hate. She has all the stereotypes I hate put into one sim. So, I feel bad for Francis. And I just deleted one of his outfits. But we're not going to save this. So, you'll find out when you download the save, guys. For athletics, this is his, kind of warmer casual athletics. This is his trendy athletics, at the rich people gym. And this is it's a really hot day and he wants to flex athletics. For sleep, he also wears a robe. He wears this kind of casual warm set, which I love sleeping in sweatpants and a sweatshirt. It's the best. He also has this sort of a matching set for when it's warm out. And this is his sexy outfit. He just wears tidy whities, guys. For a party, now I love his party outfit. This. Now I'm not a fashion person. I feel like this eats though. I love the color of this shirt. It's a very beautiful lavender. I'm not sure how well it's translating on the thing. Or at least maybe it's just lavender on my screen. Who knows? But he is eating. This is screaming business dad energy. This is a very chillaxed party outfit. And I skipped over the last one. And this is kind of his club outfit. He's going out and getting turned with the boys for a bachelor party. One of his friends is on their second marriage or something. I don't know. For swimwear, he has these swim trunks, and I give him the donut because I thought it was funny. I want him to kind of just be like a lovable dad at heart. Like, he might not be, he's not a terrible person. He's a little snobby, but he ain't like Karen. This is his, like, super flowy. He has the dad sandals, the watch. And then he also has, like, a simple polo for when he needs to look more professional. For winter, he has this. I think the scarf is kind of cute. I feel like Karen's like, take off that scarf. You look gay. And he's like, but my scarf, my neck gets cold. And then he has this, too, which is a little more fancy. This is, like, Karen's approved outfit. She picked this out for him. So, in order of oldest to youngest for their kids, we are going to go to Theodore. So, Theodore is their eldest son. Now, Karen's a hashtag boy mom, okay? Karen is hashtag boy mom. She only wanted sons. When Gwendolyn was born, it was like hell on earth. She found out she was having a girl, and she was one of those women having a crash out at the gender reveal, being like, I can't believe you did this to me, Frances. This is your fault. Which, like, technically it is, but I love Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn, my little angel. Oh, his dynamics. Sorry, guys. So, as we covered, Karen, distant and unpredictable. He is close with Theodore, his eldest son. He kind of jokes around with George, the youngest. And he's pretty permissive with Gwendolyn. And my logic here is Theodore, I feel like he sees a lot of himself in. He bonds with. He knows that Gwendolyn is treated like crap by Karen. But to make up for it, he kind of lets her get away with anything she wants. And then George is his youngest son, so he really has just embraced the dad personality, and he loves making dad jokes. He's not super close to Bandit, but we'll get into that. So Theodore. Now I'm going to pop my face away so we can see his personality. So this is young Theodore. I love him. I think he is like really a sweet kid. But he's not super aware that Karen favors him a lot more than his siblings. So he's kind of under her spell like his dad, and he's like I'm picturing this when he gets older. He's like, George, Gwen, I don't know what you mean. Mom is like totally chill. And Gwen's like, Mom literally took all of her issues out on me. Shut the hell up. So his only personality trait right now is active. He has the whiz kid aspiration. Like, I feel like deep down he's a little nerdy, but his mom's really pushing him to be into sports. And I feel like Francis is part of that too. For his likes activity, he likes fishing, comedy, fitness, and piano. And he dislikes singing, knitting, and mischief. For colors, he likes blue, green, and red, and dislikes pink and purple. Conversations, he dislikes argument, potty humor, and silly behavior, but he likes small talks, jokes, discussing hobbies, and discussing interests. For sim characteristics, he likes egotistical, family-motivated, hardworking, high-energy, and nature enthusiast sims, and dislikes pessimistic, emotional decision-makers, rascals, and ambitionless sims. For music genre, he likes blues, classical, and summer strut, and dislikes spooky and tween music. So for Theodore's outfits, I feel like obviously Karen's doing the clothes shopping here, right? So she wants him to look very preppy. She also gave him this haircut. I don't know why this is just screaming like a rich kid to me. I have no logic for that, just besides the vibe, you know? So this is one of his outfits. His outfits aren't too kid-based. She kind of likes him to be more active, so she's okay he's wearing jean shorts there. But they have to be beige. His khakis and this tee, I feel like she's like, this is an example of modern art. And he's like, Mama, what the hell are you on about? And then this is kind of like his cold weather outfit. She gives him like a little sweatshirt. She's like, okay, if you're going to go play outside, you have to be bundled up. For formal, she puts him in a matching tux with his father. He also has a goofy bow tie outfit. I know. She hates the bow ties, but he wants to match with Dad. And then he also has this very clean little gray suit. He looks very fancy for a kid. He has this sort of matching sweatsuit for athletics. He also has this sort of vest and like basketball shorts, I think. And then he also just has this brown t-shirt and sweatpants. Shoes are always white, and his mom like makes him clean them every day. He cannot have dirty shoes. She also has a robe because Karen is really weird. But she did let him get one Void Critter onesie, which I think is his favorite. And then he also just has, like, his underwear and a long sleeve shirt. I feel like this used to be a matching set. I might have messed that up. Yeah, I so had him in a matching set. He also has that matching set for when it's cold. Sorry. He has this little suspender outfit, which I think is cute, and I love this little clip detail on the back. He has a matching watch with his dad, too. He also has this, which I feel like is his more casual party outfit. And this, where he's like a mix between casual and formal. For swimwear, he has these swim trunks and those swim trunks. For summer, his mom kind of lets him, you know, more casual t-shirt, but more colorful shorts. She gives him a little more color in the summer. Not much, but just slightly. And then in winter, she still keeps him all bundled up. And then he also has this kind of trendy sweatshirt. In my head, this is like Champion, Gucci, I don't know. I don't know designer brand, guys. Next, we have Gwendolyn. She's easily my favorite sim. Now, I'm not going to move my face, but her personality trait is silly. Her first everyday outfit is this, and yes, she does have earrings, and she does have nail polish. Her mom forces her to. Her hair is always up like this. Her mom curls these bits to make them lay perfectly. She wears this dress, and then she has this skirt and t-shirt, more casual outfit. She has this skirt and this sort of like, is that a t-shirt, but it's not like a blouse, but that's fancier shirt. And then this super cute, I love this little like onesie for them. For formal, she's in this beautiful dress. I love this dress, one of my favorite items for toddlers. And then she also wears this little dress. For pajamas, she puts her in these little matching party llama pajamas. And then also this little pink angel onesie. And Gwen, for party, has this cute little like sweater dress. And then this more like summery dress, which is super simple but very cute. And then for swimwear, she has this cute little swimsuit. And then also this one. Her mom's very leaning into like the girly pink. And my headcanon is when Gwen gets older, she's going to hate the color pink. And that will be like a point where they butt heads. For hot weather, she has this dress as an option. And also this little unicorn outfit. And then for cold weather, she has this set, and then that set. Now, I did say, what I'm going to do is, because I'm not going to, like, save any of the changes, I'm going to show you what she looks like as a young adult. So, pardon the lips, but this is kind of more what Karen used to look like before she got the plastic surgery. You can kind of see it in the eyes, but, like, you can see the nose has a little more, like, structure. The chin's not as sharp. Her cheeks are a little more puffy. Her lips aren't as big. But I think she's so pretty. I probably would change the hair. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But now let's move on to George. This is her youngest, and I've actually made Karen infertile, so she is not going to have any more kids after him. That's just because I didn't want the plastic surgery I gave her to make really weird, like, breed out the weird genetic children running around the save file. So I gave her the 3 kids, and I was like, okay, you're not reproducing anymore because your genes will screw everything up. So George, he is a cautious baby. He's a little more shy, he's a little more reserved. He wants to be close to mom, which she loves. He has this little blue shirt and gray pants with the little blue shoes. He has this cute little, like, button-up one-piece outfit. And then he also has these little, like, blue-gray overalls. For formal, he has this little tux, and also this button-up and black pants. For party for sleep, he has this beautiful blue bear onesie. I love this onesie. And the shark onesie, guys. I love baby so much. Look at him. I want to just tickle his little belly. He has this as one of his party outfits. And then he also has this, like, button-up, like, shirt over tee shorts thing. For hot weather, he has this little sunny tank top with the blue, like, sandals. And then just a blue t-shirt and shorts. And for winter, he has this, like, snowsuit. And he also has this little, like, striped outfit. It is hard to make infants, like, have different looking outfits, but I really tried my best. And then certainly last but certainly not least, we have a bandit, who is their golden doodle. And I'm gonna hide my face so I can show you his personality. So my headcanon is that when golden doodles were the big trend, Karen bought one because she wanted her kids to have dogs, learned nothing about the breed, refuses to train him, and she thinks he's the sweetest angel ever, when in reality he's an aggressive troublemaker who's stubborn. I still love him though. It's not his fault. Karen just did a bad job with him. Okay, guys? This is not Bandit's fault. Hashtag simmers for Bandit. But yeah, so this is Bandit. For every day he has a no-collar outfit, and then he also has this fancy bow tie. And then when he goes on a walk, he has the bow tie collar. So that is all of the Sims in CAS, and now I'm going to take us into live mode, finish up their personalities, and then show you the house they live in. Alright, and here we are in live mode. So I just want to go over a little bit of character information that isn't available in Create a Sim. So Francis is a futures trader. He's investor level 7. His skills, he has 6 charisma, 2 in cooking, 3 in fishing, 6 in fitness, 2 in handiness, 6 in logic, 2 in parenting, 2 in programming, 4 in romance, and 2 in skiing. Relationships, he is closest with Theodore. He and Karen are on some rocky territory. He's pretty distant from Gwen and only slightly closer to George, and he's pretty distant from Bandit too, but not negative with anyone. So his extra traits include, he has good emotional control, he is insensitive, he is responsible, he does have good manners, but he is argumentative. He's also a gym rat, and I have him as a closeted bisexual. For story, he is also entrepreneurial. I'm giving some older adults some reward traits to help flush them out a bit more. And yeah. I haven't adjusted balance for anyone, so I think that's fine. His milestones, he has the workaholic lifestyle. He's had his kiss, his first woohoo, first promotion, the 3 babies, married and fell in love. Nothing too crazy about that. Karen. Karen is, in her aspiration, hasn't really made much progress. Karen used to be an actor, which is interesting. She's level 6 acting, 2 charisma, 7 cooking, 3 gourmet cooking, 1 logic, 4 parenting, 5 piano, 5 romance, and 6 wellness. She's very close to Bandit. Her and Francis, like we said, aren't super close. Very close to Theodore. About averagely close with George, and she dislikes Gwendolyn. And like I said, she's a boy mom. I feel like she gets very jealous of Gwendolyn, and also views Gwendolyn as an easy target. Her extra traits, she's insensitive with uncontrolled emotions. She is infertile. She's responsible, argumentative, but she does have good manners. She is a speed cleaner. She's also shameless, which I felt was fitting. Same milestones, but she has a health food nut lifestyle because I think she's an almond mom. If you don't know what that is, basically it's a mom who's like super focused on dieting and staying thin and eating only like quote unquote clean foods. And she is a notable newcomer, which basically means she runs Hollywood in her head, and she has a bad reputation. Theodore, he has neutral confidence. His skills, he has 2 creativity, 4 mental, 7 motor, 2 social, and 1 logic. And he is a C student, and I think he's supposed to be in Scouts. Someone might have forgot to do that, and that's me. Also, ages. Francis is about halfway through adulthood. Aging's turned off in this until I'm done with it, but I set their ages. She is a bit younger than him. Theodore's like a third of the way done with childhood. These are also all supposed to be set. I think something happened when I transferred them in my save, because these were supposed to be set like 2 different points to show like where he's higher in. I think he's going to be higher in manners, responsibility, and emotional control, but low in conflict resolution and empathy. Gwen doesn't really have anything special, and neither does George. So this is the house that I built them. I did use a reference photo of a colonial home, and this took me a long time to get right. I probably rebuilt this. You're going to hear me say this in every video. I rebuilt this probably like 50 times. I really like making super detailed gardens like this. I'm a big cottage garden fan. Of course, they have the white picket fence. like signature American dream, white picket fence, colonial house. They have a little porch because, of course, Karen uses it to spy on people. They have a bird feeder in house, a few bikes because I want, to feel like Francis will teach only Theodore how to ride a bike. Theo or Teddy. Their garbage can is here, and when we go inside, we have a foyer, which actually leads up to the second floor. They have like this open staircase because I feel like that's like bougie, and this like fancy chandelier, which leads into the main living room area. So Karen, this is a TV, but it looks like a painting because Karen can't have a usual TV. What do you think she is? Poor. Bougie furniture. I was going very, like, beige, Mom. Like, everything needs to be, like, beige, millennial gray. They have a little gym here for her and Francis, because they have to stay looking good. This is the study where Francis will, like, work from home sometimes. Ignore the bush clipping. I'll fix that later. And she has this little statue, which, in my head, I know it's not a golden doodle, but, like, in my head, it's a statue of Bandit. Even though Francis isn't close. Oh, yeah, there's this, they have a security system, too, and it's upgraded all the way, I believe. I think I cheated it to be upgraded, and if not, it will be. They have the automatic dog food bowl. They have a little breakfast nook over here. Of course, they have a Roomba and the white millennial marble kitchen with the KitchenAid and a tea kettle, because coffee's unhealthy, but she needs her detox. Little half bath, a bar area, and then a big dining table, and then from over here there's a little pathway outside, but we'll do the backyard later. So let's go upstairs. So on the second floor they have this sort of like open area, which is kind of like a secondary living area. This is a game table, and they have a couple things for the kids up here that Karen wants out of the site. So she has this like black and white little play tent, art table, the theater, toy chest, dollhouse. Over here we have this more open. This is like the kids' bathroom. It has like the combo tub. And then they have a master ensuite over here as well. So on this side, we have, this is Theodore's bedroom. Like I said, he's supposed to be in Scouts. He'll be like a bronze level scout. He'll be like level 2 in it. He has a really nice room. He has a science lab, his own desk, a marble jar, his own bookcase, his own like void critter machine, all that fun stuff. Gwendolyn's next door. She has the smallest room out of everyone, done on purpose because her mom hates her. And she doesn't have much. I made her room like more bare than the boys. She just has a toilet, a seat, a bed, a bear, and a bookshelf, and like somewhere for her clothes. I do think the little sheepdog's adorable. And then this is the George's room. So George has this little play mat right there, his changing table, bookcase, a toy thing, a rocking chair, that, the mobile, and this beautiful little thing. And then their room, they have an extra couch, this dresser and mirror, a bookcase, their ensuite bathroom, which I made a bit bougier. You know, they have like a fancier shower and this marble tub because Karen demands it. This beautiful big bed, these plants, etc. And up here, these are all empty. These are simply just for the exterior detail through the roof. And there is roofing there. So down to the backyard, let's come really quick. As you can see, we have the white picket fence. So with the backyard, you come out this little back door, and yes, Bandit has a doggy door out here. We come down the stairs, we have a little grill area for Francis and a picnic table. This like very basic, clean white thing. Of course, she has hedging all around. A big pool with a diving board, and I might replace this to not be the rock one because we're getting new diving boards in Adventure Awaits. Thank God, guys, you have no idea. 2 beige loungers for Karen and her friends, and a drink tray. Also a hot tub, and then over here's like a little area for the kids and for Bandit. So she has a cute little monkey bars, a little slide for George, and then a swing set as well. And they also have a basketball hoop on the back of the house, which I made for Theodore and Francis, and I'm sure George will use it when he gets older. Not much else on the house. So yeah, this has been the Smith family. So let me know what you think of them. Let me know what you think of their house. If you have any ideas or changes you want to recommend, feel free to do so. They're in Willow Creek, and I will show you where they are on this map. So they are right here on this lot, and I wrote a little description for their family. So the Smith family is made up of high school sweethearts, Francis and Karen, who are a little less sweet these days. After the birth of their last child, George, they are adjusting to the permanent dynamics of their family. Karen's a stay-at-home mom who idolizes her sons and takes her frustrations out on her only daughter, Gwendolyn. Francis works as much as he can to afford Karen's lifestyle and keep her pleased, but conflicts so often arise between the two. Also, my thing is, Karen tried to give her daughter an ugly name, so she only calls her, which I don't think Gwendolyn's an ugly name. Let me say that. No name is ugly. But I feel like in Karen's brain, she thinks it's an ugly name and refuses to let her be called Gwen, but I feel like she's going to go by Gwen when she gets older, just simply to piss her mother off. And then the lot is, I called it 111 Park Shore because Karen's number one. 111 Park Shore is a historic colonial home, renovated to have the luxuries from modern life, with many bedrooms and a large sprawling yard. This home is perfect for a big family. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know what families you want to see next, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye!